Hi everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a technique video on the dumbbell RDL here. I'm going to be going through what we should be looking out for when we're performing it, as well as what we want to be avoiding when we're doing the RDL. Starting off here, we're going to be looking at our shoulder position. You can see I'm starting with the shoulders forward, and before I start I want to make sure I round them backwards. So I pull them in nice and tight. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades and my lats in my back, so my upper back is nice and secure and stable. After you've got your shoulders pulled back and your upper back is nice, tight and rigid, we want to make sure our back stays straight as we're performing these RDLs, and we're nice and soft in our knees as we're coming down. As we come down, we're not going to bend our knees anymore. We're going to be bending at our hips and hinging. So I'm pushing my hips back behind me. And what I can do here is use a pole for assistance, so I can focus on pushing my bum back towards until it touches for that physical reassurance. Imagine when you're performing the RDL that your upper body between your knees and shoulders is like the string of a bow and arrow. Someone's pinching you by the hips or the string and then pulling you back, creating a nice hinge and pushing your hips back behind you. What we're going to look at next is some of the don'ts. So as you can see here, I'm rushing the descent and I'm not tight through my upper back, and you can see at the bottom I've ended up rounding through the upper back. I've got like a little hunch happening here. Rather than what we want is the hips pushing back and the back remaining straight the whole time. Our next don't to look out for is lowering the dumbbells down too far. So starting up nice and tight with the shoulders back, and when I can't push my hips back anymore and bend down through my hips and keeping the tension on the hamstrings, I'm now rolling my shoulders forward and bending through the lower back. We want to try and avoid this as much as possible. To sum it all up, we want to make sure our shoulders are rounded and pulled back, so we remain tight and rigid through our upper back. We're going to remain soft in our knees and push our hips back behind us, keeping tensions on the hamstrings and not rounding through our lower back to lower us down to the floor. Thanks for listening, and I hope this video has helped you performing your dumbbell RDLs.